Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the channel, and thank you so much for stopping by. Today, what I have for you guys is a brand new GTA 5 Online video, and today on the show, we're going to be going over all of the largest and most major changes that Rockstar made to GTA Online with this weekly update. Bonuses, discounts, limited time rare vehicles, free vehicles that you can get for absolutely $0. We're going to be going over it all in this video, and we'll also talk about this vehicle you can see behind me right here. This used to be a rare and removed vehicle, now it's just back on in-game websites, and I can't wait to talk about it. So thank you guys so much for tuning back in, and let's get started. When it comes to our bonuses this week in GTA Online, you can get double money and RP on the featured series game modes this week, plus double money and RP on the Lamar contact missions, any Lamar contact mission that is, plus short trips, which pay $50,000 normally. Those are paying out $100,000 this week. You need a duo to run them with you, and they take about 10 minutes, 12 minutes, and so they're fun to play, but that's about it. The meta ways to make money this week are double money and RP on the smoke on the water money laundering missions. So the smoke shop here, which we're inside of, they pay out $35,000 normally. Double money is $70,000. 4 times for GTA Plus members, of course, because they've been getting double money all month long with the money laundering missions for the Money Friends DLC with all 3 businesses, whether it's the helicopter tours, the smoke shop, or the car wash. And if you were disappointed to see we didn't have it last week, of course, it was more focused on Independence Day and 4th of July themed events and rewards. Well, we do have the money bonus on this final Money Fronts business this week. We also have some other good bonuses like double production speed on the biker MC business, specifically the grass farm. So you will produce that grass 100% faster. You'll be getting more sales done in the same amount of time that you would be otherwise, you know, selling your grass at. And even though the sales aren't double money, when you have the buff of 35% on the grass farm, when you own this smoke on the water smoke shop, well, then it's a super powerful business because you're getting 35% on the sale now with the Money Friends DLC if you own this business, plus you're getting the 50% if you sell in a full public lobby for that max high demand bonus. And you're producing twice as fast, so you're doing twice as many sales, making twice the amount of money in the same amount of time, albeit you need to do 1 extra sale mission. Totally worth it this week. Now, of course, I'll be going into more detail on these bonuses in tomorrow's weekly update money guide, focusing on the bonuses, but I have one more thing to discuss here. It is the nightclub, and we have double the production speed on the nightclub organic produce stock. So if you have, these are the 5 technicians you should assign to your nightclub: cash creation, pharmaceutical research, South American imports, sporting goods, cargo, and shipments. Now, I need to offload this product. I just haven't been doing it recently. These take slower to produce and take longer, so I normally just sell once cash creation, pharmaceutical research, and South American imports is filled up. Usually, you could make about $1 million with your nightclub sale. I sell anywhere between 900,000 plus to like $1.1 million. That's the range I sell nightclub at, because I could do more of these sell missions with this product, and I don't have to wait for these to fill up, preventing me from making money with these. I'd rather do double the amount of sale missions with these while these are still producing, because that way I can actually utilize the faster money making opportunities for the stock. But this week, I would maybe take a technician off sporting goods or cargo and shipments and assign them to organic produce, because the organic produce is producing twice as fast this week, so that's going to help you make some extra money as well. And it does come out to a higher amount of money per hour compared to if you assign the warehouse tech to sporting goods or cargo and shipments, which are some of the, you know, they sell for a lot of money, but they take so long to produce. And one more thing with the money bonuses I want to mention is the weekly challenge. If you complete any 3 smoke on the water money laundering missions, you will complete this week's weekly challenge, which will give you $100,000 as well. So for the missions that you're already going to be doing for that 4 times or 2 times money, whether you're GTA Plus or not, you'll also make an extra 100 grand just for doing 3 jobs. Just real fast, talking about some returning limited time game modes this week. We do have Hunting Pack Remix as well as Running Back returning to the game, all the sorts of variants of the mode. So the Lamar modes, which are paying out double money and double RP, and the rest are counted as featured series, so they're paying out double money and double RP as well. Sumo Remix stays, but it's not on double money or anything like that. We have Running Back 3, 1, Hunting Pack 7, Hunting Pack 4, Hunting Pack Remix 4 and 3, and Get Lamar 1 and 2 for Hunting Pack. When it comes to our property and vehicle discounts for this week, the only property discount is for the grass farm business with your MC club or your motorcycle club. So I just, you know, I'm over here in my apartment trying to look on the in-game website for the vehicles, but I just figured I'd mention the grass farm. That is 30% off. So if you go to your MC clubhouse and you log onto the computer, you can buy your own grass farm business for 30% off. But when it comes to our vehicles, we have lots to check out this week. The Obey 8F Drafter is 40% off. You can get this for $430,800. Definitely worth it. The Shyster Deviant, which of course you guys saw in the intro of today's video, 40% off. You can get it for $307,000. Performance-wise, it's not, you know, top of the muscle car class. I'm not trying to say it's the best thing ever, but it has an excellent exhaust note, and it's just thrilling to drive. You always feel like you're just on the edge of control. And that's what I find like most engaging about the car. So that's why I recommend it. It's still good. It's just not, you know, top tier. If you're looking for the best muscle car, this is not it. Pfister Comet Safari, definitely good in the free roam. It's good off-road, $426,000, 40% off. The Imponti Nightshade, $351,000 purchase price at 40% off. Now, I said I liked this yesterday in my weekly update news video, and it's a fun vehicle to drive. It's not good in performance-wise. I wouldn't get it because it's good. Get it because you like the style. This is not a vehicle that you're going to win races with. This is not even a vehicle that you're going to avoid crashing with. You're going to crash a lot with this car. That being said, it still looks cool, and it's quick enough for me to just use for a little bit, just to take it out on the street a little bit, have some fun. The Pegassi Zentorno, 40% off, worth it at $435,000. This is still one of the better supercars in the game, still to this day. You know, it's not absolute top 10, but it's still probably top 30 or something like that, I would say. We also have this Lampadati Novak here. This is definitely a top 5 SUV in the game, $364,800 purchase price. The Western Power Surge is great for time trials. You can get this for 40% off or just under $1 million. The Nagasaki Strider, I'll be honest, I've never driven it, but you can get it for $300,000 with the trade price or $400,000 normally at 40% off. The Dinka RT3000, this is an excellent LS Tuners vehicle. You can get it for $771,000 at 40% off this week. The Canis Terminus, definitely a top 5 off-roader in the game. It's up there with the Draugr as well as the Camacho, but I feel like those just edge it out just a little bit more. This may even make it into the top 3 at this point. But the Canis Terminus is definitely worth it at $1,126,000 or 40% off. The Maxwell Vagrant, you can get this for $1.328 million or just under $1 million with the trade price at 40% off. I don't really think this is worth a buy. The Trophy Truck, though, I do like this one. This is definitely like a top 10 off-roader for sure in the game. I don't think this makes it into the top 5, though. You get it for $330,000. It's worth it at that price. And then the Lampadati Casco on Legendary Motorsport. I missed this one. You can get it for $542,000 or $408,000 with the trade price this week while it's 40% off. And then the last vehicle we got to talk about is on Warstock. You can get 40% off the LF22 Starling for $1.65 million. I will say, this is a controversial vehicle, I guess. Like, some players believe this is the best aircraft and dogfighting vehicle and aircraft in the game. I don't really like it that much, but I also don't know how to use it in that way that players who love using it and they love the vehicle use it, so it is what it is. If you want to get it for 1.6 million, go for it. Now, I gotta be honest, I really love the selection that we have here at the LS Car Meet for this week with these fun little off-roaders. So we'll start off with probably the worst one of the 3, and you wouldn't believe it, but it is pretty bad in that sense. The Coil Brawler. This is a super cool looking vehicle. It's inspired by the Local Motors Rally Fighter, and it's one of the faster off-road cars in the game. That being said, I don't think it's worth buying because you have piss poor handling and braking and basically no customization options at all. You're not going to enjoy driving this thing around if you want like great off-road performance. And for $715,000, I don't think the value is there, but it is definitely one of the more unique vehicles on offer this week. We also have this dune buggy here, the BF Bifta. You get a deceptive appearance. It looks like a clown car. It looks like something you'd see out of The Simpsons from the front end, but you get a super fast top speed of 108 miles an hour. I don't even believe this thing could even go this fast, but it does. Solid acceleration on all sorts of off-road terrain. Obviously, it's got this quirky look. Stability isn't great on like bumpy roads and landscapes and stuff like that, and doesn't have great braking and handling, but it is super fun. You can whip this around the trails out at Raton Canyon, and it's just a fun vehicle to drive. It's not super expensive either, $75,000. Just buy it and enjoy it. Have some fun. Next up, the Canis Kalahari. Also, surprisingly good performance. You get a high top speed, great acceleration, excellent off-road. It's lightweight, it's small, so it's agile. Just rest assured of that. The only downside is you can see the tires. They're little hockey pucks, right? They're these little black discs, and that's going to make it super unstable. But if you do want to buy it, $40,000 as well. These are super cheap cars this week, with the exception of that Brawler, which I don't recommend you get anyway. And once again, but this time at Simeon's Premium Deluxe Motorsport car dealership and this specific in-game vendor, we have more fun vehicles, nothing absolutely meta in the way of sports cars or supercars or anything like that, but just fun vehicles that I think are worth the money, and some you should definitely look into picking up. So let's start off here on the left with the Dubachi Rapid GT Classic. I really like it. It's modeled after the 1972 to 1989 Aston Martin V8 series, and you get decent handling with this vehicle, super sharp turning capabilities. Go away, Tom Connors. You also kind of struggle with oversteer at really high speeds. The rear end does like to kick out on you. It's got maybe below average braking. It's also not super customizable, but it's enough. Overall, it's a classic design. You can do some really eye-catching paint job styles with this. Like I go with this blue on mine that looks pretty cool. You can get like white wall tires and stuff like that. I think it's a visually appealing vehicle, despite it not being, you know, top of the line performance-wise. It's gonna run you $910,650 this week. Next up, the Volcar Warner is also pretty cool here. I like the Warner over the Warner HKR. You get impressive acceleration with this car, high top speed within the sedans category. Again, be careful with the handling because it's got a super high torque engine, so you're gonna spin out sort of in the same way as this Rapid GT Classic. It's responsive, it's quick to stop, it's lightweight, got super effective brakes, but the downside is it's got really bad crash deformation, so throw on those armor upgrades immediately. Durability is kind of a concern with this vehicle, at least in my opinion. You can get it for $120,000 though, so it's not very expensive at all. Next up, the Dubachi Massacre. This is another high performance vehicle offered this week. You get awesome braking, top speed that's actually going to rival some modern supercars or even older ones like the Zentorno and the Turismo R. The main drawback with this car is in its handling. You know, you get into like a high-speed chase or something like that, traction issues are going to arise. That being said, it's nothing you can't anticipate and compensate for as long as you know what to expect, and this is actually a really nice paint job this week. It's also not the most expensive, $275,000. We also have this Dubachi Rapid GT Cabrio here, which at first when I saw it, I was like, I don't like that gold paint job, but actually it's kind of growing on me a little bit. I wouldn't keep it like this myself, but it is not terrible. I don't hate it. Either way, with this car, once again, it's a Dubachi. It's a standard Dubachi style vehicle. You get really good acceleration. I'd say top speed is just going to be average. Struggles with responsiveness. It has a really bad turning radius as well, but it handles it's almost like the Pfister 811 without being the Pfister 811 with the top speed and all that. But it's got similar handling in the fact that you need like long, windy turns for it to do well. It's not good for handling super sharp hairpin turns or anything like that. Play to this car the strengths and it will treat you well. Next up, the Nagasaki Hot Rod Blazer. This is a whimsical ATV here, $69,000 price tag. This is something that you go to McDonald's, you get a Happy Meal, and this is the Happy Meal toy. This is it. I think it's better than the standard Blazer. You got faster acceleration, higher top speed, better off-road capability, and more precise steering. That being said, it's almost a little bit too good in a sense because you have a higher center of gravity as well. So if you're not careful going around a turn, you could hit something and then go flying off. So just keep that in mind. You'll get thrown off this vehicle more than you would the standard Blazer, but I think this is more engaging to drive. And honestly, for $69,000, it's a toy. Just take it out on the trail and have some fun with it. At the Diamond Casino and Resort, your Lucky Wheel podium vehicle for this week is this Bravado Greenwood. This is a no-nonsense, old-school muscle car. You get some nice vintage charm with it. I really like the body style of it. Performance is actually pretty solid. I think if you appreciate older muscle cars and just like older body style cars in this game, you will definitely appreciate this vehicle. You can throw those beautiful coveted Amani Tech upgrades on this vehicle, whether it's the remote control unit or the missile lock-on jammer, so that's going to give you some advantages in PvP, but also PvE as well. And yeah, let's spin the lucky wheel, see if we can get unlucky. Get unlucky, excuse me. Woo. Too early in the morning to be making this video. Every Thursday I'm up early. Let's see if we can get lucky and get this vehicle. I don't want to be unlucky, I want to be lucky. But it seems like we're gonna get unlucky. 5,000 RP. When we get RP, I'd rather it be a ton. But also, don't forget about your visitor chips. At the LS Car Meet, your prize ride for this week is this beautiful Progen GP1, and in order to unlock this vehicle, if you want to get it for $0 this week, all you need to do is place top 5 in LS Car Meet Series races for 4 consecutive days in a row. This used to be a rare and removed vehicle, but now Rockstar has brought it back to in-game websites, so it's not as sought after as it once was, just because of the fact it was rare, but it's still a very good car. I'd say you get good acceleration and handling, it's great in those tight corners, you get really strong brakes, it's good in the rain, clean too, which is nice. I love a vehicle that almost doesn't feel different to drive even in bad weather. That is definitely appreciated by me. It's modeled after that iconic McLaren F1, and overall I think this is definitely still a great collector's vehicle here. I'll go into more detail on this car as well as the Greenwood in our free DLC vehicles video later this weekend, but I would just say for now, try and complete the Prize Ride challenge because this vehicle is worth it. Featured here at the salvage yard this week, you can see the following vehicles. So the Maibatsu Penumbra FF is this week's mid-range vehicle featured in the Duggan robbery. The Overflawed Tyrant is a top-range vehicle this week, stealable in the Gangbanger robbery. And then we also have that Ocelot Virtue, which is another top-range vehicle featured in the Podium robbery. None of these are going to be claimable for this week. You could just steal them as part of the vehicle robbery and then sell them or salvage them. Here at Luxury Autos, we have the Overflawed Suzume right here. I haven't purchased it yet, so I'm not sure if those are black stock wheels for it or not. Sometimes at Luxury Autos, you can get vehicles with black stock wheels, but you can also see we have the Innis Hardy here with potentially, again, black stock wheels. Again, I'm not absolutely certain, but you can get the taxi livery on here. I mean, you could just customize it yourself, but this will allow you to do taxi work with that Innis Hardy, which is a pretty good vehicle to be doing taxi work with. Also, the Ubermacht Cypher with the taxi livery, that's also worth it as well. That's probably the best one you could do, to be honest. When it comes to the location of the gun van this week in GTA Online, or excuse me, today, if you guys are watching on July the 10th, on Thursday, you could find us over here in Mirror Park. That is where it's located. And when it comes to the gun van stock and selection, we have some excellent opportunities. So 40% off this railgun here. This weapon's worth it at full price. Definitely buy it. It can take down all sorts of aircraft. It's just one of those necessary purchases as weapons that you need in this game, especially if you don't have like the heavy sniper Mark II with explosive rounds and stuff like that, or you know, any sort of weapon that could blow up aircraft besides launchers. Like, you definitely need the railgun. We have the heavy rifle featured here. The precision rifle, this is 40% off for GTA Plus members. This sniper is like a 3-shot kill to the body on like normal NPC enemies, like just normal AI and PvE. And it also doesn't come with the ability to mount the scope on it, so it's kind of pointless. We have the compact rifle, the Draco. I love this thing. The heavy revolver, I have mine upgraded to the Mark II. That's why it's blurred out and grayed out. And then we have the baseball bat featured here as well. We're going to be wrapping things up right there, though, so thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Make sure you guys drop a like if you guys enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new and you want to see more GTA Online content just like this. Also, check me out over on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram, specifically twitch.tv/hazardoushdtv for daily GTA Online money grinding live streams. I would love to have you guys get involved with the community over on there. And if you want some short-form, rapid-fire tips, tricks, news, tutorials, guides, leaks, updates, and more, check out my YouTube Shorts and TikToks because I post 2 of those every single day along with a long-form video. So again, have a fantastic day. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one tomorrow with a GTA Online money guide with this week's weekly update bonuses. Have a great one. Adios, amigos.